It's up to us to respond to the small and large signals we perceive in our interviewees' stories. And usually that means taking the pace out, interrupting the flow of speech, and then following up. A simple variation is to ask why. Why were you upset about this? Why did you decide against it at the time? Why questions are often difficult for us because they make us seem naive. But in fact, they show the interviewee in no uncertain terms that this is exactly where we wanted to learn more, and that they are now welcome to go into detail.
So you say you were more concerned about him than you were about yourself. Why?
Well, the decision that I trusted in him.
Okay. Why?
Well, a car has a very large crumple zone, let's put it that way. If a car collides with another car, it is a violent impact. But for me as a cyclist, it can mean death. So I make sure that they are not distracted.
Okay, for what reason?
Well, at the end of the day, it's always trust, maybe. And therefore, yes, I want to confirm at least a little bit my trust in them, I guess.
Okay, great.
So that we don't sound unmotivated, but interested, it helps to vary the questions about why. For example, for what reason are you doing this? Or, how do I need to understand this? Again, it's okay if we come across as naive. An equally effective technique is to mirror the interviewee's own statements as a question. Originally, this is a negotiation tactic, but it works well in interviews. An example in the interview, the sentence comes up, "When I'm riding my bike, I look into the car next to me. If I make eye contact, I'm on the safe side." I then ask, "When you make eye contact, are you on the safe side?" To which my interviewee replies, "Yes." Then I have the certainty for me that the driver of the car sees me, and I can concentrate better on driving. So by mirroring, we signal that the statement surprises us. We wanted to know more details, more reasoning. When we hear two contradictory statements, tact is required. Again, contradictions often stand for demands on oneself in the situation in which we do not meet these demands because other needs are more important. Behind this, there are processes of weighing up, and it is these that we should address in contradictions. For example, you said that you care about the environment. Now we're talking about the fact that you took several long-distance flights last year. How do you weigh when to plan a long-distance flight?
Now you had told us that in general, especially after your accident, you're more careful on the road as a cyclist. For example, you like to make eye contact with turning motorists. And on the other hand, you also told us that you often take shortcuts, maybe even ride in the opposite direction on the bike path, if that makes it faster. Can you explain that again?
The techniques we use to follow up are important to show our interviewees where we wanted to go into more detail. That's what we use to steer the entire interview.